If you've never tried the Woodpecker Method before, it's based on a book actually called that. I noticed on chess.com, if you go under the puzzles menu, there's an area called custom puzzles. And this page loads with the ability to pick whichever motif of puzzle type you're interested in. And you can also stipulate the rating range for the puzzles. And what I noticed after playing for roughly an hour, where I just randomly picked the fianchetto category, I noticed that the puzzles were repeating, some more than once within that period of time, some several times. And this simulates the woodpecker method pretty well for a single session. Um, the idea with that method, of course, is that you solve a pool of problems, and then, let's say it's 100 problems, you solve them all. Let's say it took you, just making up time, let's say it took you an hour, you solve the problems. You come back the next day and you try to solve 100 problems again in maybe, 45 minutes. And the idea is that these patterns are getting ingrained into your memory. Yes, you're probably lightly memorizing them, but there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of patterns that are similar across problems. So that's the idea with the method. And I'm wagering that a lot of people who play on chess.com have never actually gone to the puzzles menu and seen that there is a custom puzzles section. So I'll give you a quick demo of what this looks like and show you how it handles a little differently than Puzzle Rush and how it handles when you make mistakes. So let's see. So because I'm playing the fianchetto category, I'm going to be looking for things related to bishops that are in that position. So this looks tempting, but this looks even more tempting because it's going to actually allow basically two attackers to be protecting against this square in case of this move. So let's do it. Okay, so it tells you the rating of the puzzle, gives you a little bit of a streak of some kind to just show you how many you've done. Let's move on. Okay, so we have 3 pieces attacking this point, and there's 2 defending it at the moment. But let's see. And obviously there's this idea of perhaps getting the bishop or queen or something, basically a fork in the end that can fork those pieces perhaps. So take, take, take. That looks pretty good. And there's the fly in the ointment, the bishop that I did not calculate. Okay, let's see. Must always remember to calculate added defenders. So now, if we're not careful, we're going to lose our queen. Let's see. Since the queen is undefended, we could put our queen here and then get out of this, I think. But if we do that wrong, let's see, if we do this, could push that. And then what do we do? This looks tempting because this queen being undefended. Let's see, push goes that way. Can obviously come back here. And then now they've removed that defender. Let's see. Okay, so they went for that approach. So yeah, so anyway, this is an example of, hey, you get the problem right, or if you get it wrong, it lets you retry from the point you failed. But let's say that we did have that question right here, right? Like what happens if they played the alternate idea. Um, right here, I was debating, well, what happens if they did this, right? And then I think I was just calculating, well, then you would just go back here and that would work too. So they've got the analysis function. And so let's just step it for a second. And so instead of this happening, what happens if they just did b3, which looks to be a pretty strong move as well. So had they done this, then it suggests queen e4 being the strongest move. Or second move was what I was considering, of just putting the queen right back here. But yeah, queen e4 is even better because it's offering this trade again. So anyway, hope this helps somebody out. And I think this is a great way to take advantage of a little bit more of a stress-free way to practice your tactics. You're not really caring about what your rating is. You're not caring about how many you get right or wrong. You're just trying to go through the same pool of problems and get faster at doing them. And then you can either choose to shift to a different motif or increase the rating for the pool. Hope this helps.